Joining us on the field today are Tom's daughters, Ann and Sarah. And here to throw today's ceremonial first pitch in honor of their terrific grandfather, please welcome Thomas, William, Henry, and Tobin. Our ceremonial catchers are Tom's teammates from the 1969 World Series Championship team, Jerry Grody, Duffy Dyer, Jerry Kuzman, and Cleon Jones. Boys, it's your pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seaver family.
It has been quite a week for Tom Seaver's family. Thursday, the renaming of 126th Street outside the ballpark, Seaver Way, the new address at the front door of Citi Field, 41 Seaver Way. And now their patriarch, honored as the greatest Met who ever played in this uniform, and the catalyst to what was the most incredible World Series triumph maybe in the history of baseball. It's Tom Seaver's resume. You got to play with him.
I got to play with him. I got to know him. I learned more from Tom Seaver in 3 weeks than I learned from anyone else in 30 years. He just so professorial in the way he could talk about pitching. And I don't know, it's pretty cool to how he's been honored today.
Seaver was number one. His 1A, Jerry Kuzman, is standing by with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Well, Gary, thank you so much. Here with one of the greatest Mets of all time, Jerry Kuzman. And Jerry, just to be out there watching that video 50 years later with your teammates standing beside you, what were the emotions of the last half hour or so?
Well, it brings back a lot of good memories, and we certainly miss the guys that aren't here.
That's something that, especially today, comes up to the surface when you're driving down that parade, Seaver Way, and knowing that Tom can't be here to share it with you.
It's a wonderful thing that they did that, and every time they drive down that little street, they'll bring back memories and something for everybody to enjoy for a long time.
Jerry, it's been 50 years. I'm sure sometimes it feels like just yesterday, but with that time to reflect on it, how would you describe the accomplishment of this group of men all those years ago?
Well, the sad thing is Gil Hodges, who was our leader that put it all together, isn't here. But he deserves a lot and lots of credit. And he molded us all in a smooth running machine, and we knew what our jobs were, and he just wanted us to be ready, and he executed us well.
He executed you well, and you guys certainly executed, especially down the stretch there. The great Jerry Kuzman, thank you so much for the time. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much.
All right, Gary, back to you.
Thanks, Steve. And as Keith pointed out so reasonably yesterday, Seaver Way intersects with 36th Avenue.
Yes.
Seaver and Kuzman. They were the crossroads of the Mets' success in 1969. A wonderful tribute to a team that will never be forgotten. The 1969 world champion, Miracle New York Mets. More from Citi Field coming up right ahead.
Dear America, to your big cities and small towns, to the heartland and the farmland, from stream sides to every mountainside, let freedom ring. Happy birthday, America. Yours, Toyota. Right now, you can get $1,250 finance cash on an all-new 2019 RAV4 with available all-wheel drive. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
6, 7, 8. You say you wanna shake the world.
Big dreams start with small steps. But dedication can get you there. So just start small. Start saving. Easily set, track, and control your goals right from the Chase mobile app. Chase, Make more of what's yours.
My experience with USA Air has been excellent. They really appreciate the military family, and it really shows.
With all that USAA offers, why go with anybody else? We know their rates are good. We know that they're always going to take care of us.
It was an instant savings, and I should have changed a long time ago.
It was funny because when we would call another insurance company, they would say, oh, we can't be USAA.
We're the Weber family.
We're the Tennies.
We're the Hells, and we're USAA members for life.
Get your USAA auto insurance quote today.
I love my job. I'm there when people need me. They count on me, because I do what it takes. Whenever,
Great, thanks.
wherever. I don't do it for praise. I want to make them happy. I'm proud to work for an American company. I drive for WB Mason, and nobody does it better.
Up for anything? Nissan is. And Nissan SUVs have advanced tech to help guide you to the perfect spot. Stay connected. And take any trail. Nissan SUVs. Up for whatever you are. For a limited time, get a low $199 per month lease on the 2019 Nissan Kicks.
Well, the day began today with a recreation of sorts of the 1969 World Series parade with the vintage automobiles and the 69 Mets riding in the back of those convertibles as they took the path down the newly christened Seaver Way. We'll be talking to more of the 69 Mets as the afternoon rolls along, but there is a 2019 baseball game to be played today, and perhaps the Mets draw inspiration after seeing what happened half a century ago.
I mean, that's the best Newt Rockne I've ever seen for all these players, right?
I was very pleased to see them, as Gary mentioned, on the top step, all the players out watching the ceremonies. And, you know, I remember when the Cardinal uniform, and they bring in all the Cardinal championship teams when I was very young. And that's what I want. I want to be a world champion.
Well, Steven Matz will be on the mound for the Mets this afternoon, hoping to get off to a better start today.
Well, you see his Toyota numbers, and it's been a struggle of late. But after today, anything's possible, and he's in the right place right now. At home this year, he's 3-0 with a 2.25. Expect to see more of that today.
There's the Hyundai starting lineup for the Braves. Couple of changes. Johan Camargo, who had the hit that broke the game open late, plays right field today, giving Nick Markakis a day off. Tyler Flowers will be behind the plate. Ozzie Albies moves up to the 5-hole with Markakis out of there. Dansby Swanson, who sat yesterday, back in the lineup today. Braves at 49-34, going for their 50th win of the season before the end of June. June has been a very good month for the Braves, not so good for the Mets.
And your Lexus Metropolitan starting infield. It's been pretty steady right there. Fraser Rosario, Cano since he's returned, and Alonso out in the outfield. They've been going with the big three here, the big offense, with the Smith, Conforto in center, and McNeil in right. McNeil showing a lot of versatility, able to play both corner positions well.
Ronald Acuna Jr., who has 12 career leadoff home runs. That's tied for second in Braves franchise history. He's 21 years old. Only Felipe Alou has had more. He had 17. Matz, who gave up 2 first-inning home runs in his last start in Philadelphia, delivers his first pitch. And Acuna, with a kind of half-hearted hack at a slider, fouls it off. And we're underway.
I think he got caught in between, don't you think?
Acuna 1 for 5 last night, hitting .286 for the year. Voted as a starter on the National League All-Star team, and he floats one into shallow center, and that's going to fall for a leadoff hit. So Acuna, on the second pitch of the game, dumps one into center field, and the Braves have the leadoff man on.
Well, just kind of got a change up there and got it off the end of the bat. Was that a fastball? Not sure.
No, you got it right, Keith. Change up.
And he just kind of didn't get it out enough. Got it down.
So now Dansby Swanson who did not start last night for the first time in 6 weeks, came in late for defense. He is having a magnificent year. 15 homers, 15 RBIs. It's the most homers and the most RBIs that any Braves shortstop has ever had before the All-Star break. And we've still got another week or so to go before the All-Star break. Mats in the first inning like oil and water. If you can survive the first inning, he's usually in pretty good shape. But 21 first inning runs, 10 first inning home runs. And Swanson pulls one through the hole, a base hit. And so the Braves have the first two men on. Acuna throw to second by Smith, and Acuna accelerates to third. Well, Smith saw Acuna take a wide turn at second, threw behind him, and all Acuna did was keep on running.
Well, Acuna pulled the old okey doke on him. Here's the hit, Keith.
Well, in the hole there, and it's also called good hustle on Acuna's part. There he is here. We're going to see the play again. He makes a hard turn, and he could have just lollygagged it into second. And look what he did. He forced a mistake. That's just hustle. No.
I think it was the okey doke.
Yeah, he was.
He really did.
He made the turn, so he's in a position to go either way.
As soon as Dom released the ball, he took off for third. No chance to get him. So an inexperienced outfielder makes a mistake. Acuna takes advantage of it. Mats throws a slider that Freddie Freeman swings and misses on, and it's 1-1. Freddie 2 for 3 last night, on base 4 times, having a fabulous season. 31 RBIs in the month of June. Good fastball by Mats in on him, and it's 1-2.
Slider down and away, fastball up and in. That's kind of textbook.
So Mats in immediate first inning trouble and facing the best hitter in the Braves lineup. And he struck him out. Slider, fastball, changeup, and Mats takes care of Freeman for the first out of the day.
Well, this ball is supposed to be in, and he kind of held on to it too long, that changeup, and ends up being a changeup away and down. Tough pitch to throw against the target, but it worked.
So 1 out, runners still at the corners, and now Josh Donaldson 0 for 3, drove in a run with a sac fly last night, and he gets hit by a pitch, and that loads up the bases. So Mats has thrown first pitch sliders to 3 of the 4 batters. That one ran in on Donaldson, and now the bases are loaded for Ozzie Albies. Albies 0 for 5 last night, but batting from his better side now. He's hitting .372 as a right-hand batter this year.
Gary, if you recall the last start in Philadelphia, was it Philadelphia? Mats threw more towards the third base side, went back to the old positioning on the rubber.